Oh, looks like the monsters have been turned back on. Not anymore. Oh, shh. He doesn't know I'm getting on his server. But, not that I'm going to do some griefing, but I'm going to probably start another building. So we actually have our residence, and then we have kind of like our fishing building. And I was debating whether to start a mine shaft or start stables. But where exactly am I going to put the stables? Probably somewhere over... Too bad I don't have dynamic lighting. I could probably put the stables over here. Alright. I forgot to open up the chat room to see if anybody's there. Forgot to open up the chat room to see if anybody's there. Okay. Just heard myself echo. Alright, so I think I'm going to put the stables right here. Probably raise it up. Okay. Probably gonna go with a more natural look. Okay, so let's go ahead and dump everything into a chest. Oh, chained up like a pet. I'm going to put pressure plates right here because if you need to run in with monsters turned on, the doors will actually close. So let's go ahead and set these down. Oh, except you have to time your doors. That's the only downside to this. And walk straight through. Okay, so for example, if I'm being pursued by a creeper, skeleton, zombie, whatever, I can run in and the door will automatically close right behind me. So just kind of a quick modification. Although you have to make sure, like if you got a creeper or skeleton waiting out there for you, you don't want to step on those plates by accident and invite them in. Okay, I'm just going to stick these up in the attic. He'll have to organize this later. I'm just going to throw all this shit in here. Whoops. I mean stuff. Yeah, stuff. Although I'm going to keep this and this. Although I'm going to probably keep this for the roof. Okay. I don't think I need that, but I do need this. I'm going to probably make the stables as much wood as possible. Probably not do any stone. Now keep in mind, this is not modded Minecraft, it is vanilla Minecraft. So my stables are going to be strictly vanilla. I was like thinking how cool it would be to have Advanced Genetics Reborn, but it's not available in vanilla. Now, so I don't have to do some digging, I'm probably going to have the stables kind of above ground. At least the base of it. probably start it. Is this a dead end? It's unexplored. Okay. I don't want to cover up any holes. Just trying to decide whether down there or up here. But I want at least 6 stables or 12. Okay, I think I'm going to salvage some of this plant material so I don't kill it off. I wonder where my audio is. Turn that up. Not quite used to that, stepping up on a block without actually hitting the spacebar. Yeah, I'm used to the older version of Minecraft where you can actually use mods. But yeah, you have to get used to things again. I'm just doing this to save the seeds. Oh, he caught up with me. He knows I'm on his server now. The cat is out of the bag. So how's work? Can you hear me okay? Am I transmitting? Am I on mute? Okay, that's all the seeds I'm going to remove for now. Sorry, I just couldn't wait for you to come home from work. So I just went ahead and got started. Alrighty then. I'm sure I'm gonna pick up a lot of dirt as far as around the stables, but right now I want to get a good idea of the size and dimensions I'm going to be using for the stables. 3, 4, 5. We're going to have the gate mechanism, which are pistons and fence. Well, actually, the new place I work is going to be very chaotic. 3, 4, 5, and piston layer. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, piston layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the wall. All right. 3, 4, 5, and then wall. 2, 3, 4, 5, and the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the wall. Well, how big do you think we should make the stables? In even numbers. Between 6 to 12 stables, how many do you want? Okay, we're going to run into forest here, so I'd have to chop down a tree if I go to more than 8. Trying not to destroy the grass, I just want the seeds. $12. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. I could probably go more this direction. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now this is basically the foundation or the footing is what I'm doing. And the reason why I'm going through that much trouble is we do need some space for the redstone circuitry. And this is kind of a monotonous build. So I'm glad I'm doing it in creative mode instead of survival, otherwise it would take much longer. And several trips down a mine shaft for materials. Okay. Now I'm going to keep this all cobblestone, but the circuitry is going to sit on top. And you're probably asking, why am I going through so much trouble just to add cobblestone and build it up? Well, it's because, have you ever like removed a block that had redstone circuitry on top of it, and you're like, oh, I gotta tear that apart and replace the circuitry? Well, if you're like digging up and you see a bunch of cobblestone, you know something's up there. And hopefully you're not, getting carried away by digging up your house. You exactly know where you're under. Like you have your stables just above your head when you're mining. Now those people that are familiar with a mod called Mine Colonies, I'm going to actually build a mine shaft system that's going to be very similar, except with a little bit more of an adjustment for, well, to my liking. And it is a very fun mod if you ever want to go check it out. I think some of my prior videos I've actually demonstrated it. Okay, looks like I gotta dig all this out, but that's fine. Yes, for sure. Thank you, by the way. Well, you better take notes, because this is how I build stables, if you ever want to build stables the way I do. But everybody has their own style. And it's good that everybody has their own style, because everything would be boring and monotonous. Everybody's house would look the same. Everybody would be driving the same car. All women would be dating the same guy, and all guys would be dating the same girl. What a mess that would be. Alright. Or whatever your fancy is. Okay. Sorry, dead air time. Alright. Hopefully you guys don't get motion sickness from me trying to go fast. Alrighty. I gotta find out where I need to stop. Okay, think about right there. Okay, so I overshot it just by a little bit. Alright. Only 31 seeds. Oh, that's fine. All is quiet. Shh. Okay. Stables is kind of one of the most monotonous buildings I usually build, but it's functional. Okay, I hope I'm not overshooting. How is work tonight? Is it busy? Or is it still slow? I destroyed some coal. Oh well. almost done with the lowest level of this. And yes, I'm trying to save some seeds. The server administrator must be busy. All right. Oh, looks like my camera got knocked out of focus. Alright. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to be able to stay up too late tonight, so that's why I was hoping to get some of this done a little bit early. Getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning is kind of wiping me out a bit. So, yeah. Alright, so we need to measure out. Actually, I'll do another borderline here. Now as we get more dirt from our mine shaft, we're going to actually build this up along the side of the foundation, and then we'll probably put like a staircase coming down so you can exit or enter the stables from both ends. How's it looking so far? My annoying phone. Okay. Basically, I was using those as markers, so I know exactly where to put the pistons on the circuitry. So I need to go ahead and grab what's needed. Okay, we're not quite ready for that, so I'm just going to stick it up here for now. I'll do a topographical view so you can see what it looks like for the top. Essentially, most of the circuitry is there except for redstone lamp and lever. And then we'll just basically put in the floor and the hay. Alright, so how's it looking over there? Any thoughts? Okay, good. It'll probably be done before you actually get on the server. Get home from work. So probably tomorrow, if I don't get it started on it tonight. Well, not tomorrow. Whenever we're able to play next, we could probably start on the minecart station. Well, not minecart station, but mineshaft. Although I might make it so that the mineshaft will be minecart compatible. But I got to work that out inside my head. When I used to work a prior retail job, and I'm talking to the rest of the audience, I used to take some graph paper to work with me because it was so slow, and I would actually be at work deciding what I was going to do on my next Minecraft build. But new job, I don't usually have that chance. They keep me pretty busy. But I guess my building style has changed over the years. Wednesday? Yeah, more likely than Thursday, because Thursday I'm going to be overwhelmed, and then when I get home I'm going to be very tired. I'm going to be totally out of it. I want to actually get a t-shirt that actually says I survived such and such job on Black Friday. 2.2 stables left. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to be working a split shift on Thursday. Like, I'll come in the morning, and then I'm going to be off the clock for 2 hours, and then clock back in, and then probably work until 11 p.m. So I'll actually be working longer, starting before you will, and working later than you will. And that's going to really suck. Oh, you remember this particular design? Yeah, I don't usually vary too much as far as the way I build stables. Yeah, I'll be getting more overtime than I'll want. But, I don't know. It's nice when you get the check, when you get paid. It is nice though, I don't get a check, it's automatically deposited into my checking account. So, no more heading to the credit union to cash the check. Oh, okay, almost as bad as mine. So you might be working the same amount of hours. Very similar. I am going to be pretty tired though. Okay. And that goes to some of my friends I used to go role-playing with. Now you can understand why I didn't want to go role-playing on such and such days, but I guess you could say I got tired of role-playing, period. Alright. I've had a lot of people tell me I should actually go into book writing, but my grammar needs an overhaul. Okay, I'm going to choose a different brick. I think I might go with the polish. And almost looks like a circuit board, kind of. Not really. Like if this was a chip. Okay. Now I gotta decide on what kind of pattern I want to do. I'll probably put light source here. What's really sad though is as you get older you have a harder time working the long hours. So you become more mentally exhausted. I think I can introduce another stone here. Okay, and then I'm going to do one in the center. Yeah, you're younger than I am, I think. Of course, there's so many people to keep track of. I used to work 2 jobs. I used to work in manufacturing and a restaurant business at the same time. So I'd get off work, work in manufacturing. Then I'd just have a little bit of time to go home, take a quick shower, get something to eat, and then I'd drive off to my next job. And then after that second job, working in a restaurant, I'd basically be so wound up I would have a hard time going to sleep. So they actually had Cartoon Network would actually play a program called Adult Swim, and I would just sit there and watch like Speed Racer and I even forgot what other shows were on. Oh yeah, like King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead. I thought they were kind of an insult to rockers. People that like heavy metal. Oh, whoops. I forgot to put these in. Ah, try not to destroy. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Actually, yeah. Okay, do you like the pattern? The floor pattern? I'm going to grab a drink real quick and I'll be back. But just take a look at the floor pattern and see if you like the pattern. I am craving something cold and sweet. Well, I don't want to drink chocolate. I think I'll go with a Gatorade. There's no caffeine in Gatorade. Definitely don't want to have issues trying to sleep tonight. Alright, I have returned. You do like the pattern, right? I take that as a yes to peanut butter cups. Actually, I finished those off. Peanut butter cups, I do believe, have caffeine and protein because of the peanuts. That's if it's actual peanuts. If not, don't ask, don't tell. But I'm having cheese, which I think has some protein in it. That'll bring my energy levels up a little bit. I had a pretty good dinner, though. For some reason, I've taken a liking to Chinese food. I actually had, I forgot what it's called. It's like some sort of rice with like vegetables and shrimp. Pretty good. And then I also had egg rolls, which are also really good. I didn't like Chinese food before because my first time I had it in the mall. And I think what happens with mall food is what they do is they overcook. They cook too much because they have to make a guess of how many people are going to show up, have enough food, and then if not enough people show up, then it winds up becoming leftovers for the next day. and then it just doesn't taste as good. So anyways, I do go to lunch with coworkers at my new job, and they sort of reintroduced it to me, the Chinese food. And at first I kind of protested, you know, just made it clear I don't want to go to Panda Express, but it's actually pretty good. So I guess it was just, you know, my experience with having it at the mall wasn't that great. And the place we usually go to, it's much better. I'm going to stop talking about food so I don't make myself and other people hungry. How's it looking so far? Ah, looks like my browser over here is refreshing, so... Okay. Oh, it doesn't look like I missed anything on the chat, so that's good. I gotta decide how I'm gonna do the garden. I think the best thing to do is actually look to see what is available. Okay, so just kind of going off memory, we have wheat, we have carrots, and we have potatoes, pumpkin, melon, sugarcane, cactus. And I'm just mentioning stuff that grows and spreads. But I'm not mentioning like flowers or... I think the mushrooms can probably spread, but I'm not exactly sure what conditions are needed. I think maybe just a certain level of light. You know, like dark, up to a certain level of light, I should phrase it. Alright. Now, should I go with a greenhouse? Or should I just have it out in the open, or just fenced off? Okay, I'm going to stop using stone and I'm going to go to just strictly logs here. Yeah, I do like the greenhouse idea. if we put it on a hill though, let's see, do we have any hills? We do over there. And, well, over here and over here. Because I wanted the water to actually flow, make it look like it's flowing downhill. So I'd probably have to change my greenhouse style a little bit, or I could just make a basic greenhouse structure on flat land. What do you think so far? Yeah, that does sound like fun. It'll be a little bit different from what I'm used to building, but stepping out of your comfort zone and trying to take on something new is fun. Alright, vertical beams are almost done. Well, part of building the house is trying to figure out the skeleton first of the house. Then you decide what materials you're going to add. Sort of like trying to keep it kind of more realistic. Then you want to take like gravity into consideration, if gravity really existed in Minecraft. And then you got to think about how's that roof going to actually stay on the building and not collapse in on the structure. And that actually is part of what helps me create the more realistic looking houses. One of my favorite things to do when I first started playing Minecraft is actually try to figure out how the mobs think. And then I would actually design the mob traps. Alright, I'm not going to snack on any more cheese, but I got pistachios here. Just a little bit. Too much protein before bed though makes your body temperature higher, and then you have a harder time sleeping. Oh yeah, sorry. Well, you could probably put some support beams on there. But keep in mind, the spiders in Minecraft, they like to climb things. But you can actually make really cool mob traps for spiders. And just put some hoppers or water. Well, actually water won't work because, well, kind of yes and no. You still need to use hoppers to collect the spider drops. Oh, the water might actually cushion the fall of the spiders. So you'd actually have to create like a moat. So the spider will try to climb the house. And then once the spider drops, the spider loot will actually find its way into the hoppers, into a chest. But you might be looking at a bunch of hoppers, which may slow down your zone in Minecraft. Sorry, I went off topic. All right. When I first started playing Minecraft, one of my very first builds I ever made, it was actually on this, it was the whole, that was actually before you had different biomes. It was just, you got stuck with one type of scene. Either you'd get a desert scene where it was just nothing but sand as far as you could see, or it would be just strictly snow, or it would be just your common, grass zone. Anyways, the first one I played, it was a regular grass zone, and so I thought that all I need to do is create like a floating section of dirt. Like I was just gonna build like an area of dirt just floating way above ground, and monsters would not spawn on it. Boy, was I wrong. Another time I was actually digging into a mountain, and I didn't light it up good enough. It was just like a 1 block wide hallway, and it was long. And I was like, this is completely cut off from the outside. There's no creatures that are gonna get into the base. Until I saw a skeleton materialize right in front of me. I'm like, oh crap. So I started watching more of other people's YouTube videos on Minecraft. And then I found out, oh, okay, it's a lighting issue. Okay, that's going to be our flat roof. Now the reason why I built it so flat is because I didn't want to really put a second floor on here. Alrighty. Are you still with me? Now what I'm doing, in case anybody's curious, I'm making like the supports for the roof, because I was talking about that earlier. You want to actually make it look like it was designed for real life, like if you were to get some heavy snow. Well, normally if you got heavy snow, you want your trusses to be so close together. So you can actually look up at it and go, oh, okay, that looks pretty authentic. As whoever built it was actually thinking about gravity when they designed it. And it actually looks a lot more real. So if I went ahead and walked through here and looked up, you can actually see that the now you got these support beams that'll hold up the roof. Alright. Now this is kind of monotonous, but this is me putting the finished touches on the roof. Okay, what color should we make the roof? We don't want to use a flammable substance. Maybe I'll use perp. And here we go. How's work over there? You have about an... Have they changed the hours in the mall yet? So you'd probably be getting off at 9 o'clock? 9-ish? Sadly, that's kind of close to the time I usually go to bed. Okay, I'm glad you like it. It'd be time consuming just to change it all out. You're probably wondering, well, some people are wondering why am I going 2 blocks out as far as overhang, and the downside to it is it'll give monsters shelter to hide from the sun. But the good thing is it makes it so that the spiders can't climb onto your roof and ambush you off your own roof. Alrighty. Probably next time you're on the server, we will get some horses to put in here. We'll either spawn them or just use whatever's around here. Alrighty, how's it coming along? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to light up this upper part temporarily with torches, and then we'll change the lighting later. Make it a little bit more professional looking. Or you could just use these end rods. My dad sent me a text. I don't get to see him much, so I might see if he wants to pop in and join on the chat. We'll see if I can send him a link. He probably won't be that interested because he doesn't like my... Well, he's not into video games. But I'll send him an invite and see if he clicks. Oh, okay. He says he's going to take his prescription first. Hopefully I won't be at the mercy of prescriptions when I reach his age. I've been trying to stay away from being hooked, well, not hooked, but reliant on medication. I think at most I might take an aspirin here and there from pretty bad headaches. But I usually can get headaches from caffeine withdrawals or sleeping too warm, or probably a number of sleep issues, or probably just being hungry. There's a bunch of different reasons why people get headaches. Or being stressed out too could be another reason. High blood pressure. The list goes on and on and on. And I keep digressing. Sorry. I don't want that there. I'm almost done with this roof, at least the outside part of it. And we'll do the inside part of it very soon. So you anxious for Black Friday to be done and over with? I bet you are. Yeah, I'm gonna celebrate when Black Friday is over. Alright, I just have to put slabs on the outside, and I do need to make a change to the outside here. Drat, that's what I was trying to avoid. Are you serious? I'm not going to do a 24-hour stream. Heck no. That's a way too much. I like Minecraft, just not that much. Okay. Could you do a 24-hour stream? You're just messing with me, aren't you? 24 hours. Yeah, right. I think not. Oh. Looks like I got a third viewer, so I wonder if my dad just popped on. Well, if you have an account, just type something again into the comment section. Say hello. You could probably see how I build in Minecraft. Getting carried away here. Right, need to go back and fix this one. He probably doesn't have an account on YouTube, so he's probably not going to say anything. Or at least he's probably watching. Drop down to 2. And it doesn't look like I am lagging on my laptop, so that's a good thing. Wow, kind of messy. Oh, whoops. Okay, I messed up. Okay, let's see if both ends look the same. Alright. We actually need to put the dividers in too. Whoops. I want to put a wall here, here. So, let's see. We're going to do regular wood here. Planks. Some of the strength of the structure is also the filling material in between the logs. Okay. Oh, I'm back to 3. Cool. Welcome back. I know I'm not supposed to, but I'm tempted to put glowstone in here because I want to light this up. I certainly don't want monsters spawning inside my stables, so sure enough, I think I'm gonna, instead of doing torches, I'm gonna do glowstone. We want this well lit. Oh, greetings, fellow adventurers. Is this the map you wanted to make available to... Oh, you were going to make a copy of this map. So if we have griefers that destroy what I build, then we'll have the original. If I remember right. Alright. Time for a drink. Drop down to two viewers. Alright. Now it doesn't quite look right if I was to leave this purple block exposed from the inside. So I want to make it look all wooden and all natural. So I do need a slab of that though. Okay, so kind of like looking up at the roof from this angle, it looks a little bit more realistic. And then kind of how these beams kind of hang out a little bit, which is good, because it makes it look like this has got a bigger diameter than the actual wood planks. It's actually the thing I want to go for, the look. And you have to remember to light this up, otherwise you'll have unwelcome guests spawning inside your stables. Oh, I haven't really given it very much thought. I try not to be too, well, follow the same thing each time. You know how the Simpsons have a slightly different opening each time? You probably want to have a little bit of variance. You know, take your audience by surprise. Well, at least I think that would be kind of fun. Just completely do something unexpected, and your viewers are just like, what? He usually just says this, but he just changed it on us. I know the stables don't have any windows, but right now I'm just trying to build it in a hurry. I got red tongue from drinking this. You'll have to give me an example of what phrase you're talking about. Looks like we have like a dark zone here. I can't believe that tree would be casting such a big shadow. Okay. Let's see, probably need to do that 5 more times. Make the roof of the ceiling correction. Then I gotta work on both sides of the entrance. And I'm addicted to pistachios. Or at least it's a lot healthier snack. Well, except for the salt content. But then it goes to me taking protein to bed, too much protein to bed, which will elevate my body temperature during the night. I guess it's great if you're camping and you're expecting a cold night. Oh, okay. I used to have a friend who used to say, "Greetings, Earthlings." But he was kind of like one of my genius friends that actually jumped 1 or 2 grades. Looks like it's raining outside because I saw some raindrops coming through the roof. Another good reason to do this. It's probably a little bit boring to watch. Okay, I think all I have is the slabs. Now I do have it lit up pretty well. I wish someone would take these pistachios away from me because I'm going to finish the bag. Okay, just one small handful. And then I'm going to take the rest. And I'm going to throw it back there so I can't reach it. It's still raining outside. Oh, missed a spot. plenty. 2 more left. And I can work on the entrance and exit. Well, in and out either way. It's gonna be whatever side you want to exit. Kind of a two-way thing. Oh, looks like I already did this side. Okay. I do need to fill in these holes though. Both sides. Well, how does it look? Probably for now, I'm going to put glass on this side. And then just put the actual entryway on this side. At least until we could build up that other side. Okay, that's going to be pretty close to spawn area. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump out all my supplies into the chests up in the attic. And then, whatever I need to build the entrance, I'll use. Or, well, get creatively. Actually, I still need this, this, and that. And that. Possibly that. Okay, that's a pretty big stable. I wouldn't make it any bigger than that. That's just like in the slightly overkill range. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna eventually do the same thing on the other side, but right now I'm just putting glass there. Probably about four blocks out. Okay, with it being so close to the hill there, may have to actually tear it down just a little bit, remove some dirt and move it to the other side. Some project I don't want to take on tonight though. Whether it's creative or survival mode. I'm gonna do that another night. Okay, so, oops, I need to remove this side as well. And one more down. Oh, I can go one in. No, I can't. Whoops. So much for that idea. Okay, looks like I'll have to put it here instead. I'm gonna put it here. Whoops, need to go one more higher. Okay, I'm gonna do a steeper pitch. Which actually comes to the same height as the roof. And then the support beam will just basically meet up. So basically I have to kind of re-mimic. No, just an entrance. We got enough. We definitely have enough. Alrighty. Oh, gave me exactly what I wanted. Whoops, how did that happen? Okay. No. Alright, after I finish the stables, I'm going to call it good. I'm having difficulty staying awake. I guess it's my body's way of forcing me to get the proper amount of sleep. Or at least nearly the proper amount of sleep. Alright, so for now this is going to stay glass until we build the ground up. And it actually doesn't look bad just being glass. We really just need one entrance. But I'm going to actually have to put a staircase in here. At least for now. Until we could tear down what we don't need. As far as the soil. And just to be on the fun side, we're going to put staircase here. I think I'll just choose your basic cobblestone. Alright, how does that look? You're still with me, right? Probably by this time of the night. Oh, okay, it's not quite closing time over at the mall. Oh, actually I should build up the sides as well. So I could take off in either direction. I forgot what question I asked. Okay. Well, this concludes what I'm going to build tonight. And you can actually open and close this gate from here, whether you're entering or exiting. Return to base and get some sleep. That's what I'm going to do. First I'm going to put my stuff away though. Always want to put your your tools away. So probably next time I play on this server, I'm going to work on a mineshaft or a garden, or I might do something with alchemy. I just have not decided yet. So anybody, probably put in the comments what you want to see done next out of those three. Garden, mining shaft, or something to do with alchemy. Either sides of the stairs need some work. Well, I'll let you come in and do some magic. But right now I'm just too tired to continue. I'm going to go brush my teeth and I'm going to hit the sack. Good night, YouTube. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my video. And sorry I get less chatty when I start getting tired. But hopefully the silence hasn't killed you guys off. And see you next time.